What's happening, guys? Today we are talking about attacking and finishing points, and this has everything to do with knowing the correct court position, the correct footwork, and following the ball.
That's right, guys. It's not just about hitting harder, it's about these three key things. Let's dive right in.
Court position is everything when we're looking to attack. Now, the pros may be hitting winners from a foot behind the baseline, but we want to have our feet at the baseline or inside the court. That is a great gauge as to when you should be looking to be aggressive. Now, the footwork we're going to use on parts of the court is different, meaning that if I'm on the outer third of the court, I'm going to use an open stance footwork pattern. If I try to use a closed stance pattern out here, my weight is going to be distributed and imbalanced off to the side, and oftentimes I'll be flanked by the ball. So an open stance is critical here. Now, in the middle, you have your choice, but a lot of times this is dependent upon height. If the ball is low, I'm going to want to use a closed stance where I'm stepping in and allowing that foot to come around, or I can use a lift and land, also referred to as left-left, to where I'm getting up and I'm hitting and coming back down to that left foot. If the ball is higher, I may have to use an open stance to still make sure that I stay behind the ball with my right foot. Now, what's critical is on the balls that are wide, I'm using a V formation. And on this V formation, as you can see here, from my right foot, a line is extended out to the single sideline, and also from my left foot, extending out at a 45-degree angle on the single sideline. This is my V. I want to make sure that I cut off the corners and that I'm attacking on this V anytime the ball breaks down on the outer thirds.
So you'll see here I'm playing the large majority of my approach shots regardless of stance down the line. The reason for this is down the line is the shortest distance, and that is going to get the ball to my opponent faster, taking their time away, giving them less time to respond. You'll see rarely that I will hit the ball across court. There's really only two situations for this. One is if I see enough open court space to hit a clean winner or do severe damage. The other would be if my opponent is cheating and running back towards the line early enough where I can make the decision to go behind them cross court. So a lot of us think to end points more efficiently, you've got to hit the ball harder, and that's not the answer. Taking time away from your opponent by taking control of positioning and using the correct footwork is really the big win here, yeah?
It's the whole game, taking time away, right? And if you're up in the court, you shorten the distance from to the ball to the opponent, you've done your job. So let's go, summation, footwork. Cut the corners off the court on the wide balls. Move diagonally up to it. On the forehand, you're going to be using an open stance, making sure your right foot is behind the ball. Backhand, almost always closed stance. On occasion, maybe an open stance, typically defensive. And then on the middle of the court, you're going to be open stance or closed stance. But that's going to be tight dependent. If the ball's high, probably open stance. If the ball's low, probably closed stance. Talk to us about following the ball and approaching.
Yeah, this is big. So when we hit the ball down the line, or really when we hit the ball anywhere, but you've got to shadow the ball to plug the open holes in the court space. This is just one big chessboard. It's a geometry equation. If you hit the ball on an angle, you've got to shadow that same angle, right? So when I drive the ball down the line, the only real option my opponent has to pass me without it cutting in front of my face is to go back behind me down the line. That's why you're going to see us shadow more to the line side when we approach down the line.
Yeah, I think we're trained so often that the cross court's the easier shot. Not when you're running full speed. You're at the edge of the cliff. It's going to be way easier to go down the line.
And it's not necessarily about what's easier for you anyway. It's about taking time away from your opponent. Down the line always solves that problem, right?
Yes, sir. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, you know the drill. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. It helps us an absolute ton. And check out the community and leave your comments. It's me in there answering them. So if you want to have some dialogue with me, if you have burning questions about this video or any others, I will be there to answer them. And we'll see you.
Yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.
Take care.